Welcome to Cine Here, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray.
It's your boy Nikki Tay.
And today, we are seeing the most anticipated movie
Whoa.
this year.
Whoa. We already saw Avengers Infinity War.
The Incredibles 2.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, baby, let's
Num
go.
Num Cookie. Num Cookie. Directed by Brad Bird, starring the voice talents of Craig T. Nelson, Holly Hunter, and Samuel L. Jackson. Before we get into this, I just have to say, 14 years.
14.
The first Incredibles movie came out in 2004. Just take a second and think about what you were doing in 2004.
I was 13.
I was a youngin'. And 14 years later, we get Incredibles 2, the sequel. Oh my God, it's America's favorite superhero family, I would say.
And boy, did they deliver.
Did they deliver? Yes, they did. It is more Disney Pixar magic, cooking it right up. I mean, this film has everything 2018 has already given us. Superheroes, women empowerment,
Yeah.
more family films. I mean, Incredibles 2 is everything you want. So let's talk about the story. Quick synopsis. It is literally picking up right where the last film ended. Dash had the track race, the Underminer comes out, and from there we get to see what happens next. What happens now that the family has become superheroes? Because instead of it just being Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible, now they have Violet, they have Dash, and we also get to see Jack.
Whoa, what the?
Num Num Cookie.
Oh my God.
Cookie.
Whoa, okay. That is freaky.
In action. We get to see his full breadth of powers. If you never watched the Jack attack that came with the first movie. And that's the movie. We get to see what happens to the family now that it is a family of superheroes.
And the best thing about this movie to me, what sets it apart from most superhero movies, is the fact that they really do develop the characters well. We got to see what these characters are outside of the costume.
Exactly. And it's not only the Disney magic that we get with movies like Avengers and Black Panther, but it's also now the Pixar magic. And that combination
Dangerous.
is incredible.
Made this definitely one of the best movies of this year.
Now, I mean, this is an animated movie, so right off the bat, you don't really have to worry about acting because, again, it's all coming from the pen in terms of how they draw the characters and then the voice inflections of the tremendous actors lending their voice talents. And both things were phenomenal. I mean, Disney Pixar is not going to draw something that's terrible, and if you like the first film, you're going to love this one. I mean, it's pretty much the same exact cast, a few changes. You know, it has been 14 years, but it's delivering what I said is everything the first one gave you and then more.
And I would definitely say that this movie was the better of the pair.
Woo!
And it's really hard to beat out, definitely. It's really hard to beat out the first one. The first movies usually always set the tone for the series, but I can definitely say Incredibles 2 was a big step up from the first movie. It gave us everything we loved from the first movie. Mr. Incredible, Mrs. Incredible, Elastigirl, same person. I'm gonna give her both her names because she deserved it. In this movie, she set herself apart from the family.
Mom's new job.
Because she was a super that they wanted to put in the spotlight. And Mr. Incredible had to deal with how to actually be a regular person again.
Exactly.
And that's where the movie gets some of its sauce, as we would say.
Exactly. It's giving you those moral dilemmas, those real life challenges. Whether you have become a father in this last 14 years, maybe you can empathize with the situation that Mr. Incredible is dealing with. Or, you know, for the mothers out there, seeing Elastigirl now become empowered with a new job, a new outlook on life. I mean, it's a really good feeling to see these characters grow, and then also as a viewer who has hopefully grown to be able to understand now more so than you did in 2004.
In most superhero movies or anything superhero related, the villains are very much important to kind of validate the superhero. You know, when you think Batman, you think Joker. When you think Superman, you think Lex Luthor. But with The Incredibles, the villains don't need to validate the heroes at all. The heroes in their personal life validate them enough. And the best thing about any Pixar and Disney movie, really any cartoon or animated film at all, is that you want to connect the dots between the child and the parent. You want to make a movie that delivers both these points so both of these individuals can be happy. And The Incredibles is a great mashup to make me, the child inside of me, feel happy, and Ray, the adult, feel happy. And that's one more thing that I can say that this movie does very well.
Okay, this might be the point where you're saying, okay, there has to be a catch, right? I mean, we got Finding Nemo, and then we got Finding Dory, and it's not Finding Nemo. But literally, Incredibles 2, as Ray said earlier, is simply a wonderful continuation of what we got in the first Incredibles, which I would agree makes this a better film. Not only because we get to see the growth like I mentioned earlier, but we're also introduced to a plethora of new characters that can expand this franchise into maybe a third film, if they so choose. I'm not even asking for it because after 14 years, I don't want to have to wait another 28 to see an Incredibles 3, but they could very well go that direction.
And I really do hope they make more sequels. I hope this turns into a big franchise, maybe even see some spin-offs potentially, you know. So I really do want to see more, but this movie is not perfect. There are small things, very small things that I can say.
Microscopic.
Some would even say maybe even picky. I can't say the story was a little bit predictable. Was the storyline great? Absolutely. But did I see the ending coming? I did. And that's not always necessarily a bad thing, but I would say it does take the movie down just slightly because I like to be surprised at the end of the movie. I don't like to be right.
I would agree. The minor, it's kind of predictable storyline. I mean, it's Disney Pixar. They don't really write stories that we can't predict, especially seeing as many movies as we do. But truthfully, that is maybe the only negative to this film. I mean, the action was incredible. Seeing all of the supers now fully realized. I mean, you got to remember in the first one, Dash and Violet were in the midst of training, and now they're utilizing their powers on a whole new level. Seeing more of Frozone. Every time he's on that ice, I'm like, go, black man, go.
Suit up. It might get weird.
I'll be there ASAP.
Where you going ASAP? You better be back ASAP.
That is the smoothest brother, pun intended, out there. And just, again, they introduced more heroes with other abilities, and it's just really fun to see. Great for the whole family. I cannot give this movie any more praise than I have already given it.
Now that I am a member of the Incredibles, as you can see, they gave me my Incredibles outfit. They left my arms out, you know what I mean? Because I'm not going to disclose my powers yet, but just know I will be in Incredibles 3. So I have to tell y'all how I feel about this movie, seeing that I'm a founding member now. You know, I'm one of the good guys now. Mama, I made it. Mama, I made it.
Oh my God, you like the Crusher.
Nah, he's terrible.
All the way uncrushed.
I definitely will have to say that this movie was great. 14 years in the making. They gave me exactly what I wanted. No, they gave me more than what I wanted. This exceeded my expectations. And with that, I will have to lead this movie off with a 9.25. So far, my highest rated movie this year, just inching out Infinity War.
Oh,
and it's crazy how we get to a point now where superhero movies are becoming the best movies of the year. And that's a good thing for me being a guy that loves superheroes. But that's the point that we are at right now. And Jack stole the show. Jack stole the show.
14 long years to see The Incredibles 2. When they first said they were making this, and they were like, you know, how do you think this movie will be when they finally made it? And all I could hear in my head was, I don't know, something amazing, I guess. You know, you just hoped that it would be incredible. And Incredibles 2 was exactly that. Easily the most fun I've had in the theater all year. Surprisingly, Mr. Incredible is the only person that could beat Thanos. How you like that? I would have to give this movie a 9.5. This movie is great, and there might be some bias because, again, 2004, I am a child watching The Incredibles, and I'm just enamored with superheroes done by Disney and Pixar, and just great storytelling, and then just to have that grow, it's kind of like the Toy Story 3 effect, where it's just so many emotions, and it's just so beautiful that you have no choice but to love it. But here we are, Incredibles 2. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. That completes the review of The Incredibles 2. Oh my God, what a ride. Disney Pixar. Oh, you have done it again. I mean, that combination is better than MJ and Pippin. It's better than Ben and Jerry's. It's better than, I don't know, what's another great combination?
Tom and Jerry.
It ain't matching. It's not matching Disney Pixar.
It ain't better than Ray and Nick though.
It ain't. Oh,
yeah, I got it.
yeah, that's a combination. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I know a lot of you are watching these videos. Just make sure you go to YouTube, you click the subscribe button, and while you're at it, you hit the notification bell just so you can get the alerts if you don't find us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And as always, don't forget, you seen it here. Where is my super suit? I had to bring that back.